What is up, guys? Bisectatron here from One Hive Gazette, and welcome to the next Beat This Base stream. We're finally back. It's been too long. Thought I would do this every week, wasn't quite able to last few weeks, but here we are. It's Tuesday at the usual time, and we already have people requesting to join, so we're going to get people in the clan as quickly as possible. As you guys may know, may not, it's been a little while, how it works is you can see the bases on Twitter at Clash Manual in the description of the stream. You can see the Town Hall 9 and the Town Hall 10 base, and then you can plan out how you want to attack it. Then you come, request to join the clan. I let people in, just first come, first serve. You get 1 to 2 tries to take out the base, and whoever successfully 3 stars will be put on the Town Hall 10, Town Hall 9 leaderboard there, and later will be put on the previous victors slideshow that you guys see, as well as the one in the intro screen. It is only Town Hall 9s and Town Hall 10s, so if you're Town Hall 8 or below or Town Hall 11, I apologize. I've had people say stuff in the past that I should make more options, but for now all I have access to is a Town Hall 9 and a Town Hall 10. So that's what we're rolling with. One final thing I always have to point out is that once someone successfully 3 stars a base, you can no longer use that attack strategy. You have to have somewhat of a slightly different plan, so we don't get the exact repeat attacks. That does not qualify as a successful 3-star. Alright, so that all being said, we are going to go ahead and start accepting people. Have a few Town Hall 10s from what I've seen as well, which I'm super excited, because last week, or the last week that we had this stream, we did not have any Town Hall 10s successfully 3-star the base. So maybe that will change. First is a familiar name, San. This attacker 3-starred last time we had the stream, if I believe. His name will probably come up on the right, his or her name, sometime during the stream there, because I believe this is a previous victor. So we will post, I think it's a Town Hall 9, yep, Town Hall 9 account, so we will post the base and just go ahead and wait and see how this works. I'm excited to see what you guys have cooked up here, because oftentimes there's some very interesting army comps you guys use. Alright, so looks like the attack is live. This is a Town Hall 9 Falcon, or at least some kind of attack like that. It's kind of a mass Falx, which I think can work against this base. I've had this base sitting around for a while, built it I think a week or 2 ago, and pretty solid base. I think at Town Hall 9, especially when you know where the traps are, it's hard to defend any strategy, but I'm hoping it can pull off a few solid defenses, because I don't want too many people to have success with this base, because oftentimes in the past my base has been getting just destroyed by the Town Hall 9 attackers. So here we go, Valks, bowlers pushing in, typical Falcon setup. You guys have seen this strategy a lot at Town Hall 10, but it also works pretty well at Town Hall 9. The Queen will deal with the baby dragon, which works out nicely there. Everything pushing through. Pathing looks pretty reliable. The Queen should pull things into the core. Looks like his Queen is taking a outside, which is fine. Bunch of Teslas popping up. Let's see if these Valks can get through the wall here. Most of the base is down, still has a rage left up. I'd say looking pretty good right now, although there are like a ring of defenses around this area, so we shall see how this one turns out. Like I said, still has the rage. I think just because everything's going to get healed back up, this one probably going to 3-star. Not the most finesse-based attack, but at Town Hall 9, this can work for sure with those level 30 heroes. You can really overpower some bases, and that's pretty much looks like what happened here with the Queen. Doesn't have her ability, but has the rage, and the healer's not going to really go down to anything. I don't think there's many Seeking Air Mines out there. So this one should wrap up. We will add San to the leaderboard, and I believe he is already on the slideshow as a previous Town Hall 9 victor, but let's get this addition made. Can't do the TM, unfortunately, at least not that I know of, but that is a 3-star, so nice stuff as usual. Let's go ahead and kick him out. Good attack there, and we will Oh, don't want to leave. Okay. I think I've done that in the past before. So nice attack. Okay, stand left. And we will move on. Let me just plug my phone in real quick, which I have my Town Hall 10 account on. Get that thing plugged in case I need it, which it looks like I will. And let's move on to the next attacker. See if we can continue these 3 stars. This is could be Town Hall 9 account. Let's look at the troop levels and stuff. Level 5 Valks, so yeah, that's level 6 Hogs. This is a Town Hall 10 attacker just with low level heroes, but nonetheless we'll let Dan in, give him a try or two at the base. I'll get my Town Hall 10 base thrown up there, although like I said, 40 heroes are really what makes it much more doable at Town Hall 10. But let's see, I'll get this base posted, and it looks like a Hog attack, a Valk Hog combo, which is pretty powerful right now. Let's see if Dan can get this done. Hop into the attack here. Alright, yeah, has a 10 Valks, might be like just a big Valk kill squad. They're going to try to hog the rest. I mean, a decent strategy, especially for low-level heroes. The Valks can provide a lot of the DPS that the otherwise the heroes won't be doing because they're low level. Funnel is good. Everything's going to go in. Well, actually, a few Valks are going around the outside, but most things going in. The King's going to get lit up on his way in there. I don't think he's going to get the defensive Queen unless his Queen takes her out. Yeah, well, actually, no, it does get the defensive Queen. So biting off a medium-sized portion of the base, but we'll see. 24 Hogs. There are quite a few spring traps in this part of the base. Let's see how the Hog pathing looks. Alright, so Giant Bomb goes off. Heal is down. There's going to be, I think, 2 springs by the Inferno there. Yep, there go the spring traps, knocking those Hogs off. Let's see. Another spring trap gets just 1 Hog. I mean, the pathing deployment's all pretty solid, although it's just with no heals left after this 1 heal right there. Bomb Tower, Inferno. This one doesn't quite have the legs, but actually it wasn't that far from a triple. We might go ahead and see a second attack of this just to give him the full chance. Because, you know, I think his Queen didn't quite go in initially. There's a few problems with the funnel. Yeah, why not? We'll throw the base up one more time and see if anything goes differently this time. We'll wait for this attack to go live. How do I sign up for this? Just looking at the chat here, KS Jazz. You don't have to sign up. You just request to join the clan, OHG BTB exclamation point. That's the clan we're in, and you request to join anytime during the stream, and just first come, first serve. The bases are posted on Twitter, so yeah, looks like you got that information. And I wish I would have advertised this a little bit more, because I know it's been on and off whether I've been doing this or not. And I will try to set the stream schedule ahead of time so it shows up in your YouTube notifications that the stream is going to happen. This one wasn't that well advertised, so my apologies for that. But hopefully you guys at least got the notification that we were going live at around 5:55 or so. Alright, so this one actually looking pretty similar in terms of what the kill squad's going to get here. Boulders walking around the outside, in come the Hogs, and it looks like it's going to be the same story, but we'll watch to the end here and then move on to the next attack. Let's see. Yeah, it's going to be pretty much the same amount of the base taken out is my guess, because the Hogs will probably start to peter out once they get to the air defenses at the top of the base there. But I think a solid plan with higher level heroes definitely makes it easier at Town Hall 10. And you know, I'm happy that my Town Hall 10 bases tend to do a lot better than my Town Hall 9 bases. So as soon as that heal starts to wear off, this one should be just about over, and we will back out and let's see what other attackers we have to accept here. Go ahead and kick out Dan. Thanks for coming by. If you're watching the stream, appreciate it. I think we've seen you a few times before. Let's see, I think this was the next one. Raftar, I think looking at this profile, this might have been a Town Hall 9. I think all his stuff is Town Hall 9 level, although he does have bowlers trained up, so yeah, probably going to be a Town Hall 10, but once again, low level. We might only give him one crack at the base just because I don't think a whole lot's going to happen. But let's go ahead and accept him in and just confirm that he's here for the Town Hall 10. Give me that question mark. The stream will be going until 7 o'clock as usual, about an hour long. Should give us time to get through quite a few attackers. And once again, if you're a Town Hall 10, I encourage you to apply to join as quickly as possible, because last time I streamed, we had so many Town Hall 10s in the last like minute, but like none at the beginning, which kind of sucked because we couldn't get through that many. Okay, looks like, luckily I have bowlers on my other account. I think he has bowlers in your army in his army comp. Let me. You can't use bowlers if you're a Town Hall 9 in your army camp. Alright, hopefully this doesn't turn into too long of a dialogue, and we'll either just kick him or sort this out and then move on from there. Okay, everything else looked to be Town Hall 9 level, so we will go ahead and throw up the base. And yeah, he is pretty much a Town Hall 9 army camps, everything else, but I think just the bowlers were the only red flag I saw there. So there's that. Let's get the donation, bowlers, poison, and we shall await this attack. Anyway, though, I think last week we had some dragon attacks. We had, I think, an HGHB. It's always interesting to see the diversity of attacks that people bring. So this one is kind of interesting, kind of an HGHP attack. Looks like has giants, healers, P.E.K.K.A.s. As long as the funnel's good, this typically tends to work pretty well, but the main problem I see is people don't create the funnel well enough. And already, yeah, dropping a wizard there, but the cannon, yeah, I don't think many of his troops are going to go into the base here. Nice little adjustment with the jump, but even still, the king and the P.E.K.K.A.s might walk. That is the #1 problem we see with this attack. So let's kind of see how this goes. Has 6 hogs to use where needed. The good thing is the king and the P.E.K.K.A.s will probably grab the queen right there, which is a plus. Everything moving through. Let's see, the queen's in the middle. The healers, as long as she stays behind the giants and the healers, I think she should be okay. Pushing through the base. Right now the air defenses, they're probably going to take out the healers because nothing can quite reach them yet. But the P.E.K.K.A.s are still doing okay on the outside. They are getting targeted a little bit. I don't think this one's going to fly. I think the troops are going to peter out right about here when they encounter the king. But we will probably give them a second try because this one was actually pretty close. Not to call it prematurely. I mean, it could still work here. The P.E.K.K.A.s, pretty low health, like half health, a third or a quarter health. Sending in those hogs. Doesn't have a heal for them, which I didn't even see actually. And there goes the heal. So if there's a spring trap there, that might be an issue. But I think there actually is a spring trap there. We'll see if it grabs any hogs. Yeah, right there. Yeah, with the king and everything, this one's probably not going to triple. So hopefully he backs out so we don't have to take up too much time here. Got a Town Hall 10 there. Alright, looks like we have a pretty good balance of Town Hall 9s and Town Hall 10s. We'll throw up the base one more time, give him a shot at it, and then we shall move on. Or maybe he's leaving. Okay. I actually thought it could happen if his troops just went into the base, but looks like he may think otherwise. The Twitter is in the description if you're wondering. Just check the description of this stream as well as the description of any of my videos. It's at Clash Manual, or you can search up One Hive Gazette. Alright, next one we got Jandro, and is this another one of those Town Hall? Oh, it's a Town Hall 9, okay. The Champions League made me think it was a Town Hall 10 at first. Alright, looks like the next one's a Town Hall 10. Alright, let's give Jandro a shot here. Base posted. So far, we have one victor on the board. That is San. Another... By the way, guys, if you're trying to apply, I usually have to say this pretty much every stream. If you're trying to apply to join the clan and it's saying unable to request to join, it's because there's too many pending join requests. So you have to wait for people to get accepted, and then there's a new chance to apply to join. It's just a little bit competitive because I think once you get to like 8 or something, maybe 6 to 8, maybe 10 pending join requests, you can no longer request to join the clan until those get cleared. So just keep that in mind. But this one is a Queen Charge Laloon. Always fun to see. Not sure how the Queen's going to go down. Looks like he has a Skelly spell. That's probably the plan for the Queen. And oh, look how low his Queen got there. That was literally a resurrection, taking the Queen from like 3 HP back up to full health. Very, very close. I don't know if I would have had the guts to leave the Queen that low. His King actually might... No, he's not going to get the Queen with his King. Going to grab some air defenses, though, which is a plus. And didn't quite get the wall breakers. Let's see. Yeah, those walls just did not quite open up, but the Queen might go through them anyway. I don't see anywhere else for her to go. Yeah, once she takes out that cannon. The thing is, though, only has, well, 2 Lava Hounds for 2 ADs. That's not bad. The Queen is still up, but has the Skelly spell. Minute 40 or so. Everything's still looking okay. We'll see how this one plays out here. I'm going to pop the ability just for sake of time, it looks like, to get the Queen through. And then starting the Laloon. Timing looks good. Lava Hounds, Loons moving through. We'll see. It depends if the Queen goes down. There is the bomb tower there, so he has to be very careful. There's a bunch of little compartments. The Queen's jumping all around. So we'll see if the Skelly does in fact get the Queen. There's a bunch of splash damage there. Looks like he has enough Loons if they go through the base correctly. But I'm just not sure. It looks like the defensive Queen managed to stay alive. And she might go down to the Queen here, or she might take her out. It's going to be close. Queen got her. But now looking at these balloons, somehow they all kind of evaporated there. This one, not going to triple. Just not enough juice. Run out of time if nothing else, even though the Queen does have those healers on her. So a nice try to Jandro, and we will throw the base up once more. The plan looked pretty solid, I thought. Would have helped if the Queen had moved quicker. There was the issue with the wall breakers there. So one more attempt here, and then we will move along as usual. Let's see, we have, our next one is going to be a, looks like a Town Hall 10, low-level heroes. Always a little suspicious. Let's see, maybe just making some adjustments. Alright, there we go. Going live. And, okay, dragons came from somewhere. All of a sudden it is now a Queen Charge Dragon attack. Not sure how that happened, but it did. And I'm interested to see if this one can work out. Queen Charge Dragons, the biggest problem I see with this is time, because the dragons often take a lot of time to go through the base. They're not as quick as a Hog or a Laloon even. They are targeting every building, but they're slow. They make up for it with their hit points mainly, so I'd be a little concerned about time. Once again, is the Queen going to get really low here? Looks like drop the rage a little sooner, but still 4-point defenses. That was a little sketchy as well. Wall breakers are down. We'll see if the wall breakers can be a little more successful. It's going to be difficult to wall break through the CC troops, but actually, boom, that worked out nicely. The wall breakers kind of just skipped past the Valk. I think there's a Valk in the CC. There isn't a Witch on the Town Hall 9 account. So both Expos on the Queen, but she has the Rage. I think actually can't trigger the Queen, but can get pretty close. And with Dragons, it doesn't matter too much anyway. So Queen stepping up here. She'll get the CC. She can take out the Expo, Wizard Tower. Can grab a bunch of those buildings. He might have to Rage her up again if she comes in range of that cannon. Yeah, right there she does. Sweeper as well. needs to get those dragons down. Those dragons probably should have been down about 30 seconds ago because time is probably going to be a concern. Not sure what's in the CC, probably a Lava Hound. The only thing is there aren't any balloons, which would be a good addition. Tesla's popping. There's the Lava Hound, but I just don't know how much it's going to do because the dragons are going to take so long to get through the bottom of this base here. Queen goes down. This one not looking too good. If you are trying to join, like I said, once I accept more people, there'll be some spots opening up if you're able to request shortly after those new people are accepted. So just have some patience. We'll try to get through as many people as we can. But yeah, this one not going to fly. Good attempt, and I appreciate the quick switch of the CC, or the entire army comp there, but that one not working either. So thanks for coming by, and we'll move on to, let's see, Up in Smoke. I think it was a Town Hall 10 from what I saw. Yep, Town Hall 10. Once again, low-level heroes don't like to count people out, but I'm skeptical when I see heroes, especially below 30-30 at Town Hall 10. We'll throw up the Town Hall 10 base and see how this one goes here. From what I saw, I don't think I looked at the army comp. We can check that right now, maybe, see what we're up against. Looks like it is a Laloon. Okay, it might be like just a very small kill squad, then Laloon the rest of the base. Looks like we're live. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, this one I could see Laloon working on. The air defense is out of range of the Inferno towers, so the Lava Hounds will stay up quite a bit longer. That's good. But anyway, here comes the attack. Looks like Golem, bunch of bowlers. Funnel really not created over on the right side, so maybe just hoping that the troops naturally funnel in. But I would have used a baby dragon or something because I'm not sure anything's going to really pull those troops in. Both heroes going for a little bit of a walk over there, although he will grab both those air defenses and the Expo. The only thing is the Queen I don't think is going to go down here. But that actually, this entire compartment went down very quickly, that little island over there. And the heroes are going to do like a little bit of a walk around the base, it looks like. So honestly, the value wasn't bad. If the Queen had gone down, it would have been a much more valuable kill squad. But besides that, I was actually a little surprised at the value there. Still has to pop the King's ability. There he goes. Troops moving through, has the haste. Deployment looks pretty solid. Has 2 rages and a heal left to deploy. It would be awesome if the Queen and the King could have made it all the way around and like maybe engage the defensive Queen, but the Expo got them. Still has, you know, quite a few balloons. I think this one actually could have had a very serious chance had the funnel been created. So we'll throw up the base again here, allow for an adjustment. Was a pretty quick attack, so that is good, and see if anything is different this time. So here's the base, and we shall await the next attack. Looks like after that we got maybe some Town Hall 9s, another Town Hall 10. Try to get through as many as we can. Like I said, have about half an hour to go or so. So anyway, same army comp it looks like. Golem, Wizards for the funnel. The only thing is, once again, if there's no funnel on the other side, troops tend to not like to funnel in just by luck, and it looks like that's what's happening again here. But who knows, maybe things will just kind of path differently. The wall breakers didn't quite hit the same spot, but the bowlers might second bounce that air defense. Yeah, looks like the air defense did second bounce, but once again, this is just kind of painful to watch without the funnel there. I mean, maybe he doesn't want the troops to funnel in. I won't rule that out. Actually, that might have been looks like there's a Skelly spell, so I actually kind of like this, protecting the heroes by Lalooning from that side. The only thing is that these 2 Lava Hounds are going to be almost sacrificial. They were so early, and the balloons are lagging behind so hard. We're going to need to really use those spells here. Rage, that Baby Dragon, the Witch, yeah. This one, I see the idea behind it, but it's just too awkward with the Laloon from that side. Alright, we'll give him one more shot just because these have been so quick, and I'm kind of interested to see So one more shot. Oh, okay. I guess I typically do 2 attacks anyway, so Up in Smoke is gone, and we will move along here. I think this is a Town Hall 10 with 40/40 heroes. Interesting. Alright, let's get this COC Pro in the clan. Let's get the base thrown up, and let's see what's going down here. Check the army comp. It is a Falcon. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. That's just been working so well lately. I used it last... If you guys saw my live attack, that's what I used. It works too well, almost. I don't want to say like it needs a nerf, because I think bases just have to get better. This base actually is pretty solid against the Falcon. So I'm interested to see if it actually works here, because if anything, this one's set up to defend the Falcon, because there's no clear pathing through it. It's kind of a bunch of islands. But here's the test, I guess. Queen going down. Not sure which direction is intended for the queen walk. Might just kind of be random which way she goes here. If she does go to the right, the air defense might pick off some of those healers, is the only problem. But here she goes. Doesn't have to use her rage yet, because she'll grab that cannon. And then, yeah, she will go off to the right, but that air defense looking a little menacing to those healers. We'll see how this pathing works, and we'll see where everything meets up. He might try to force the Valks into this compartment right here, but going to be difficult for sure to do that. Alright, so at this point a rage might be needed. There's the rage. As I thought, the air defense is going to start bullying those healers, but can it grab... Oh, 2 Seeking Air Mines. I didn't even know there were 2 there. These healers are pretty much toast, which, had he dropped them just a little farther to the right there, they would have been out of range, but not the case. Queen's going to probably do her own thing and go down here. The Valks, in they come a little bit late in the Valks. The bowlers actually were before the Valks, but here everything is. The wall's going to get opened up. Jump spell is down. Typically we don't see jump spells being used, but I can see the logic behind it because there's a bunch of layers of walls and it's kind of unpredictable. King and a few bowlers went for a walk, everything else going through the base here, but right around now is when I'd expect this attack to kind of break down as everything spreads out and gets targeted by these defenses. No spells left, giant bombs everywhere. This one not going to fly, but we'll see another try because there were quite a few things that went somewhat wrong with this, and I can see the plan potentially working if everything goes in. I mean, obviously it's a bit of a lucky attack. That's just the basis of the attack. But it's statistically lucky. You're putting your troops in the right place, and if you're setting it up right, you're giving yourself a very good chance to succeed. But there is that element of luck there. So let's get that Town Hall 10 base posted again, and we'll see if anything else is different this time. But yeah, still only 1 name on the board. Can we add a second one? Maybe a Town Hall 10 name? We'll find out. I think he needs to drop those healers a little farther to the right there if he does the same queen walk, though. Okay, a little bit different here. Wizard dropping the queen over here. Not sure which way she's going to go. Looks like he's trying to push her to the right once again, but it's anyone's guess which way she's going to go. There's not really any funnel on either one side. So we'll just kind of see how she paths. Going to have to use a rage right here, otherwise the ability. There's the rage. Might be a little close here. Looks like that single bomb didn't quite get the wall breakers, so it's kind of like a queen charge almost into this compartment. That's interesting. Also going to grab the king, but boom, 2 healers. Actually, maybe just 1. Yeah, I don't know if those targeted separate healers or not. Maybe the Seeking Air Mines are too stupid. They went for the same healer. But either way, 1 healer went down at least. The queen will grab the Expo. I actually like this plan better. We'll see if everything goes in. It's painful to watch. A lot of people just aren't creating funnels. This one, though, it looks like a decent enough funnel for everything to go in. These 9 Valks, they're just kind of there in the army comp. We'll see if those are used at some point. I'm a little confused right now. There are 2 of the Valks. Maybe just forgot to drop them, which is a little unfortunate if so. I thought the plan actually wasn't bad. But we might have to put an end to this and move on to the next attacker just for sake of time. But COC Pro, thanks for stopping by. The Falcon Good attack strategy, didn't quite work well as used, but maybe on this base, it's just a little bit difficult the way this base is set up. It's specifically trying to defend against the Falcon, so... Alright, let's see. We got a max Town Hall 9, switching gears back to Town Hall 9. We've had a good balance so far of both Town Hall 9s and Town Hall 10s. So there is the base. Daniel Hartnett. Hey, he's using my jump spell placement idea. You know what? I could imagine a lot of people coming up with that idea because there is a good place to jump on that Town Hall 10 base. Right in the middle, you can kind of connect both compartments, although you connect a lot more than that. So yeah, I don't know, potentially some kind of mass Falcon or Witch Bowler could overpower the base if the jump spell was able to work, but like I said, a little unpredictable with the pathing and everything. So we will await Shubi, Town Hall 9 base. It looks like you need some troops. I always have bowlers trained up, but they are level 2 is the only downside. You don't get the max bowlers because I only have a Town Hall 10 here, and this clan's only level 1 because it gets deleted and recreated every week, so people don't have like the clan ban stuck to them if they got kicked out, which pretty much everyone does. Alright, this is looks like a P.E.K.K.A type. There's a few P.E.K.K.As. It's a hog attack. I guess you could say a shattered kill squad, but it also has 2 P.E.K.K.As, maybe bowlers. Well, I just donated the bowlers, I guess. So yes, CC bowlers. Yeah, let's see how this one works out here. The P.E.K.K.As are solid at Town Hall 9. I like them. I think they add an extra level of hit points to the kill squad that can tank for the hogs if used correctly. But little unpredictable. Got to make sure you funnel them into the base and the skelly traps, stuff like that. They can really just get distracted as they move in. But who knows? We'll see how this one goes. 30-30 heroes definitely going to be helpful. Not the best place to enter the base. There's like the dead space. Then there's the Town Hall tough funnel. But actually everything moving in pretty well. I was surprised how well the funnel worked. I think it helped that the defensive queen was right there to kind of pull everything in, as well as the CC troops. So this one, despite looking a little sketchy at first, everything's going well. King's ability was used. Jump spell able to connect quite a bit. Heal spell as well. Not sure how much value the heal spell got, but it kept the bowlers alive a little longer possibly. And then has the hogs and 1 additional heal spell. There are quite a few spring traps in this area, so we'll keep an eye out. Not sure. The queen is on the outside. Few bowlers with her. Has the ability. I don't think this one's going to triple, but it could. Depends. If the queen can come all the way around and get the king, that'd be good, but she's already being targeted by the archer tower. Doesn't look very good for this base, or for this attacker. The base looks okay. Although there is the 10 hogs in the heal, we'll just have to wait and see. Most of the base is actually already down. Here come the hogs, just kind of splashing them in there. Maybe the king will go down, actually. Let's see. He's running back towards the hogs. Spring traps, giant bombs, 2 skelly traps. All this stuff going off. There is the poison for the skellies. So who knows? This might be a little closer. The spring traps are brutal on the back end of that base there. And, yep, not going to work out. Close, but no. We'll see if this one can triple on the second try. I thought that actually was extraordinarily nice how everything worked out with the kill squad. But no, did not end up quite getting it. Let's see. King Doc, this base looks mad easy. I'll be honest, it's not the best Town Hall 9 base, but so far it's defended actually pretty well, so you're welcome to come over and attack it. If I don't know, if there's still time, we'll get through a few more attackers. Have about 20 minutes left or so, but we'll see if this one can clean up. Looks like coming from the opposite side, which is probably not a bad idea considering there's so many spring traps up there. Once again, 2 golems, wizards, baby dragon, funnel, and he'll send in the bowlers, the P.E.K.K.A. Level 3 bowlers definitely would have helped, but probably wouldn't have made the difference for the 3-star, that 1 bowler level. Hard to know, though. So anyway, the wall breakers are down. Not the best funnel up top, but looks like everything is in fact targeting what it needs to, or maybe not. Okay. The baby dragon actually created the funnel almost too wide, so the P.E.K.K.A.s might like, well, I don't know. Okay, they are coming back in. The defensive king pulled everything back into the base there. Once again, this base has been extraordinarily forgiving in terms of the funnel for the kill squad. Both times it's been sketchy. Actually, right here, the queen's going back for those two collectors, which isn't the best. But it's actually been pretty nice how everything's worked out. The only problem right here is the queen is not accessible. She's hiding behind a wall. And so unless the bowler takes her out, the queen might not go down. His queen is did a funny dance there, then didn't take the jump spell. I guess the jump spell ran out just before she took it, so that kind of sucks. And looks like this one's not going to pan out for a 3-star just because the queen's still up. But even still, there's, I think, some giant bombs around the base between the wizard tower and the cannon, which would have made it difficult. So nice attacks to Shubi, good effort, and we're going to go ahead and have to move on. If you can't join the clan, I should put this somewhere where you guys can see it in writing, but if you can't join the clan, it's because too many people have requested to join, so you kind of have to wait for people to be accepted, and as people are accepted, there's more spaces to request to join, but there can only be a limited number of pending join requests in the chat of the clan. Alright, so let's see, KS Jazz. Town Hall 10, back to that. Cool. I guess we gotta kick out the last attacker. Afraid not, but thanks for coming by. Only able to give 2 shots because we have a lot of people here. Alright, let's throw up the Town Hall 10 base. My voice is actually getting a little tired here, but only about 15 minutes to go. So we'll power through. It's actually very hot where I am as well. Very hot in the room, so I'm sweating a little bit, but I will make it through the remainder of this stream because I want to see these attacks. Let's check the army comp. Actually, no, going live right now. Alright, this one is just a typical hybrid attack, Shattered Laloon. Actually a somewhat similar entry to another attack we saw, but a little different at the same time, I think. Actually very similar to with the wall breakers and everything, although there isn't the same amount of bowlers. I'm not sure if it's CC bowlers or maybe a CC hound. But gonna come in here, actually it is CC bowlers, grab, let's see, 2 air defenses. The queen though, I don't see how the queen's gonna go down. There is a jump spell, but even still, it's a little bit awkward, the pathing through here. But I don't know. We'll see how everything goes. The king kind of going on a weird route around the base. The queen as well. Although he can take that jump spell, pop the ability. There you go. Queen is down. Nice. So this actually was a very successful kill squad, I would say. Besides, the queen is still up with her ability. So as long as he's careful and uses it when he needs to, the queen might survive this entire attack if it's successful. But yeah, things are looking very good here. The hounds did kind of get torn up because there were all these seeking air mines down by the air defenses, but the balloons are on top of it, has a haste. It's just going to be a matter of this inferno. There's a bunch of air targeting stuff in this area. I think some not some seeking air mines, some red air bombs as well, if I remember this base correctly. And that might be what gets it. Just like 1 or 2 more spells, a lava hound to tank, something like that, but doesn't quite have the juice. We'll post the base again and see if it can be cleaned up here. Definitely a good try. I like the kill squad, worked out pretty nicely. Let's take a look. Wait for the next attack to go. But yeah, we'll probably be able to get through another few attackers, some Town Hall 9s, Town Hall 10s. So far, just 1 name on the board. A little surprising. Typically, people have more success with the Town Hall 9 base, if not the Town Hall 10 base. I think we only have 2 people that are on the leaderboard of previous victors for Town Hall 10. And we have probably like close to 10 or 11 Town Hall 9s. But anyway, here we go. Similar type attack. 2 golems. That one Tesla though is going to draw this golem on a walk, so Not going to get much tanking out of this golem, although he will get the initial tanking, which is mostly what it's there for. Nice wizard on the cannon. Probably will get that cannon taken out, so good trade there. And coming in on a very interesting angle. The bowlers might end up walking. There's a... the CC troops came out at a weird angle, so I don't know if he's going to get the same value from the kill squad here. The other golem went out for the other Tesla. Just a very difficult place to enter. Was extraordinarily fortunate on the last attack that everything worked out well with the queen going down, but this time looks like a little bit of a circus here with everything going every which way. The queen actually can't even take that jump spell, I don't think, so she will go all the way around. This is weird. Yeah, she's going all the way around to the bomb tower. Not bad value once again, but not the defensive queen, which is important. She still having the queen up is probably going to hurt this attack here, unless his queen takes out... Okay, this is a surprise. His queen took out the defensive queen. Did not see that coming. But once again, the Laloon pathing is decent, but towards the back end, it's going to be tough to get in there, get the wizard tower, inferno tower, all those archer towers. Not the most friendly back part of the base here to use Laloon on. So good tries to KS Jazz. Thanks for coming by. But we are going to have to move on to the next attacker. And like I said, I know it's really competitive to get in and join. But basically, as soon as an attacker is kicked, there's one spot left. And with the delay of the stream, I think as you guys are kind of saying, it's going to end up being a few seconds before I actually accept the next person is when you can request to join. So I wish you the best of luck. I know it's competitive, and it's just a little bit tricky with so many people trying to get into the clan here. So I think the next attacker is King Nick. Town Hall 9, lower level heroes. Got respect for that. I have a account myself that has pretty low level Town Hall 9 heroes. So we'll see if the low level hero King Nick, actually I guess you could say mid level heroes, 1717, can do the job. But just so you guys know, at this point, I might not be able to get to any new requests. We already have quite a few pending in the chat here. I think it might be like 5 or 6 only that can pend at one time. And I think that's pretty much all we're going to be able to get to in the last 10 minutes or so here. But we'll see. Given everyone 1 to 2 tries, Golem, good thing I trained up some troops beforehand, otherwise I'd be gemming this stuff. Golem haste, boom, got it. Although it is only a level 5 golem, don't have the max golem, like I said. Alright, let's hop in here. Looks like it is a quad quake. I think the core can be hit pretty hard with some quakes. I think that's what the plan is here. So we'll see. The Valks themselves, though, often don't need the earthquakes because they can swing through the walls. Okay, the quakes are initial. That's interesting. So just basically going to funnel a bunch of Valks into the base and hope for the best, and we'll see if the best happens here. As long as the funnel is good. That's the one thing I always say. If you create a good funnel, you give yourself a chance to 3-star. At Town Hall 9 especially, if you get troops in the base, you're already giving yourself a chance to 3-star. Funnel looks decent. There is the Dark Barracks, but everything will go in nonetheless. A haste spell on these Valks, that is something you don't see every day. Just dropping these hastes in, and looks like the heal spell didn't quite get the Valks the same way he wanted. Another haste spell down. These Valks just must have some insane speed under those hastes because they already are pretty fast. But I'm not really sure if this one's going to have any legs. Yeah, the Valks not quite getting through the base as quickly as it would have been good to see here. There's a bunch of golems up, but nothing they're really tanking for because the Valks run in front of the golems. So yeah, this one is going to wrap up here, and I think we're going to go ahead and just have to move on to the next attacker. But thanks for coming by, King Nick. Unfortunately, I don't think your plan's going to work out too well. It's not the heroes, it's just the overall idea. So I kind of reserve the right to kick people after one attack if it doesn't look too good, so I can get to more attackers. Black Hat, 30-30 heroes. Let's give him a shot. And yeah, base posted. Might be able to get to maybe 2 more attackers after this, just kind of shooting from the hip there. Okay, it looks like I was ready. Got a Lava Hound. As I said, I probably won't be able to get to any of the new requests to join. If you are trying to get in an attack and you haven't had much success, all I can say is, assuming next week we're able to get the stream going, which I hope I will. I hopefully will have some time next week. Make sure your best bet is to hop on around 5:50, 5:55 and request to join then, because once the stream starts and you kind of get all the requests kind of get backed up, then it's very difficult to get in. So that's my recommendation. Just get there early, 5:50, 5:55. Check my Twitter to make sure the stream's going to happen, and that's your best bet, is just doing it as early as possible. But like I said, I wish I could do this for longer, but gotta call it quits at 7 o'clock in about 9 minutes or so. This one is I think we saw this attack, a very similar version of this attack. It did not work, but I think there's supposed to be some wall breakers here, because otherwise the queen and her healers are going to go bye-bye. Yeah, maybe forgot the wall breakers. I would assume they should have been back here, because right now pretty much all those healers are going down. Might just want to end the attack here, because this one is definitely not going to go anywhere with all those healers being dead. Yeah, as soon as the queen pops her ability, she will go down very shortly after, and there's still a lot of base left up for a medium-sized Laloon, but yeah, not gonna work here. So hopefully he backs out at some point. We can throw the base up again, because I think Laloon could work against this base. Looks like coming in from the opposite direction as we saw last time at those air defenses, which is probably better, and especially if the queen had gone down. This one I could definitely see working, but with the queen still up, I just don't think... yeah, probably not. You know, it could still work. There's actually not that many air targeting defenses left up, so this one actually, who knows, if the queen gets taken out by the lava pups, all of a sudden is this one going to 3-star on me? I was telling him to back out of the attack here, and boom, that happened. Okay, so guess Black Hat is going on the board here. Wow, that was one of the biggest turnarounds I think I've ever seen. Here I was saying back out of the attack, and then boom, the base is pretty much crushed with like 10 balloons left up at the end. So yep, we will add him to the board. Awesome stuff to Black Hat. Congrats on the triple, and you will be part of the victors list. So now we can move on to the next attacker. Thanks for coming by as usual. Give you the kick, but appreciate it, and nice triple once again. Let's see who else we have. We'll just kind of go in order still. We've gotten through a lot of Town Hall 9s, a lot of Town Hall 10s, so we'll just kind of see. Town Hall 10, Raffi/300. Let's get the Town Hall 10 base posted and see if anything comes of this one. Let's go ahead and visit. Looks like it is a Falcon, not too surprising. Let's see if this one works out. Yeah, I'd say we'll get through this attacker and possibly one more. Not sure who is next. I guess I can check real quick. We will get through this guy and maybe Vinjay, Town Hall 9, but that's probably what we're going to have to call it. I don't think we'll get to Potato Phone, unfortunately, as well as any of the new requests to join. 5-1 at Selkton. Let's just see what he wants in the CC. That might have been for a previous request or something. Not sure what that means. Oh, 5 bowlers, 1 giant. I guess I don't know my stuff. I'll have to donate the giant off this account, so it's only going to be level 6, but that's what you get for not filling up your CC before you come. Alright. Let's go ahead and see how this one works out. Falcon, against this base, we saw the Falcon once, and I think it's a solid attack. It works well on any Town Hall 10, but this one I think is especially poised to defend it. But who knows? We will wait and see, I guess. Wait for Raffi/300 any day now. Oh, there he goes. Alright, perfect. I guess just kind of making himself, make sure he's ready. I often do that before my attacks. If you guys watch my live attacks, you'll probably notice that I spend like a solid 10 seconds just kind of sitting there staring at the screen before I can get the nerve to press the attack button. Let's see, doesn't quite get those bowler bounces on the mortars. That is not really off the army camp. The bowler bounce doesn't quite work because the army camp's too low in hit points. Healers almost switched onto the bowler, but they're back on the queen, which is good. Looks like the falcon will be done from the around 10 o'clock side of the base here, from what I can see, kind of splitting between the heroes. But the queen walk, I just fear the Inferno is going to destroy that queen. Right here, she might get out of range. Yeah, there she goes. So the queen is almost going to play the role of keeping the Valks in the base. Going to need to rage her up. Is he going to get the rage down on the queen? No, she goes down. Okay, a rage would have definitely been nice on the queen. Meanwhile, these Valks are all the way down here, and the bowlers are all the way up here. That is one of the problems with this attack, is that there's no compartments to kind of keep everything together. So this one got weird in a hurry, and all of a sudden there's like no troops left up. So we'll give another shot. I'm not sure the overall plan there. Wait for that thing to wrap up. We'll throw it up one more time, and that is going to be the last attack. So I apologize to everyone we didn't get to. I know people are always trying to get in towards the end, and we never have enough time or room. But that's just how it works, and I'll do my best to get this stream next week, so you guys can have another shot at taking down these bases. But once again, great turnout for everyone who did come. I appreciate it. Had plenty of Town Hall 9s, Town Hall 10s. Finally, Town Hall 10s started showing up more, because it seems like in the past it's been so many Town Hall 9s. But still, Town Hall 10 bases holding strong. Here's a fun fact while we're waiting. Not really Falcon base. Yeah, that's kind of the idea of this base, is to be as anti-Falcon as possible. A fun fact though, this was the base I used in CWL last weekend against Mariana Trench. No point reusing it, so I went ahead and just used it for this. But it just goes to show this base has been tested. It's definitely a solid base because it was being used in CWL. However, it was 3-starred, I think, with a hog attack. A kill squad around this side to take out this compartment, then just hogged the rest. There are so many spring traps, I was actually surprised it worked. But the hog pathing was solid, and that's how this base was ultimately 3-starred. But in the future, I think I'm going to make my bases like this because they're very, very anti-Falcon. And that is what Town Hall 10s have been using almost non-stop for the past, I don't know, few months or so. Especially like the last few weeks though. So here goes everything going into the base here. The funnel was probably one of the better funnels that we've seen on this base. There's been a lot of funnel problems in the past. But these Inferno towers can't be reached very easily by anything. They have these extra walls guarding them, and that's what's going to make this a difficult base to hit with the Falcon. Yeah, not a Falcon base for sure. I would like to see someone try to use some hogs. We had a few La Lune attempts on it, which looked solid. But this one peters out, as does our time. We are right at 7 o'clock, about 30 seconds from now. So thanks to everyone for tuning into the stream. If I can finish talking here, don't have much longer to go. And thanks for Raffi300 for coming by. As always, guys, 6 p.m. Pacific time. Check my Twitter. I don't do it every week quite, as you guys have noticed, but most weeks I do my best, and I'll have the stream posted on Twitter, and on YouTube you'll have the upcoming notification. So if you are interested next week, and it does happen, I hope to see you guys there, but there will also be the usual videos coming out soon. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys later. Bisectatron out.